From natures to patterns. Put yourself in the mindset of humans trying to understand the world before physics in its modern form came along. The Greek philosopher Aristotle is usually chosen as an exemplar, though other ancient thinkers would have those similarly. To greatly simplify a complex and subtle set of ideas, Aristotle separated the way things move into natural and unnatural or violent motions. He thought of the world as fundamentally teleological, oriented toward a future goal. Objects have natural places to be or conditions to be in, and they tend to move to those places. A rock will fall to the ground and sit there. Fire will rise to the heavens. Here on earth, in Aristotle's view, if everything were in its natural state, things would be motionless. It requires some external influence to get things moving. And even then, the motion will only be temporary. You can pick up a rock and throw it, and that's an unnatural or violent motion. But eventually the rock will come back down, maybe bounce around a bit and return to its natural state at rest on the ground. He's not wrong. At least in a wide variety of circumstances, if you're sitting with a coffee cup on the table in front of you, by itself the cup will just sit there. You can make it move by pushing it, but when you stop pushing, it will come to rest again. We can extrapolate this. Aristotle imagines the basic features of the universe. Objects are naturally at rest, and motion only occurs when something pushes them away from this natural state. This picture fits less well with other cases that were known even in Aristotle's day. Ancient Greeks were well acquainted with arrows flying through the air. The initial force may be applied by the bowstring, but it's clear that the arrow keeps going long after it has left the bow. Why doesn't the arrow just fall to the ground? What keeps it from expeditiously returning to its natural state? This was a question that great minds puzzled over for hundreds of years. It took a while, but the answer ultimately led to a wholesale overthrow of Aristotle's teleological view of the universe. It was replaced with a picture in which objects don't evolve toward ultimate goals. Instead, they obey laws that predict what will happen the very next moment based on what's happening now.